Hey there, thank you for joining me. Here at the Oracle of the Feather Crown Tree, we are going to do the weekly Sacral Chakra reading for the collective. I do a different chakra every day of the week. We go through all 7 to get them all tuned up every week. So please join in. They're also great for a little daily message if you just need some guidance, I guess, for the day. I am releasing access to personal readings, so if you want to look below in the description box, you'll find a link to the website if you want to join in for any of those. I would love to have the privilege of sharing that experience with you. Now, this is an intuitive card reading. Our card on the right represents the sacral chakra, and the card on the left is from the whale matrix chakra. Throughout the week, I'm basically aligning the higher and lower chakra systems outside of our physical body to the physical body so that it can come into full alignment and evolve its energy. I love these two cards together. They're like picture perfect for me. So I see here that there's something about your you're preserving the honor of yourself. There is an element of self-respect that's coming through here that is not about being conceited or arrogant or anything like that. That there is a very authentic nod to who you really are, and the humbleness of just being a human being and not being, something beyond who you really are. And in that, a nod to also understanding that you can be a conduit for lots of other energies. You can tune into all kinds of things, and there's tons of frequencies and options around you. You realize that these options can create chaos to a certain degree, depending on the perspective that you're taking on it, or they can be fairly ordered and kind of have a structure of their own if you let them flow and communicate with you in a fairly free-form manner. So I see that there is this balancing of all of, it's kind of a very Gemini energy, all of our things that we could be tuning into, yet naturally letting things kind of come and go as they need to, and not really over-seeking and over-saturating yourself with too much information. So there's a lovely nod to that, of really balancing that and not being an over-consumer or an over-producer of this more intellectual content. Being that we are in Libra season, this idea of balancing that as well does not surprise me. And it's also coming through that you're not going to be a tool for the media. You're thinking for yourself. You're believing what you want to believe in. The power of persuasion right now is not as strong. And this is coming out in your creative chakra, which is also tied to sexuality. So it's saying a lot there about having that kind of personal monitoring, personal control of what your influences are, where your muses are, and what you're going to do in response to those energies that you're allowing to interact with you. Now, your helper card is showing kind of a contrast, I think, energy to this. What happens when we don't have personal authority over what influences are around us? We can tend to, I think, get oversaturated, where we feel just bogged down and heavy mentally from it, it can make us want to close down our heart space because so much energy is getting consumed. There's just so much focus on what feels like the mental activity. And that can also start to feel a little bit foreign and just too strong and too forceful in a way where it really loses its ability to have a very fine presence to it. It starts to get truncated a little bit, our ability to think in really very fine detail for a few things rather than feeling just heavy about everything. I also feel that like physically it can make you feel a little bit stagnated and perhaps even put you in a position where you don't feel like having so much movement. It could kind of make you feel like you're stalling out or stuck in place. It's a very, like stagnating energy. So, and it can certainly put a damper on just your overall mood and psyche, like your whole being feels like it's being affected by this energy if you are to overindulge in it. So I am definitely getting that there is, despite its overwhelm and complexity, there is a natural way to approach this, and then there is a way that could really be to your detriment. So maybe this area needs to be examined, and this could also be in your behavior with your sexuality as well. An approach that maybe says that basically quality is more important than quantity here is the overall message definitely coming through. Yeah. Okay, I hope that was helpful for you guys. If you'd like to join tomorrow, we are going to do the solar plexus chakra, and I'd love to have you along. Take really good care. Thank you.